Uh, don't ask me what time it is. I don't know. I don't care. I only care about my Father's time. My Father is God. And you're not prophet of God. I like to talk about something, folks, and maybe I did say it, but I don't talk about it a lot, because, yeah, in some kind of way it's a little bit embarrassing. So I will talk about it now. When God comes to you and He will touch you, the first thing you will do is, and it sounds strange, but that is crying. You will start to cry. Your tears will start to come and you don't know how it is possible because you almost never did cry in life. You are not such a cry baby. You understand? But when God comes, you come like soft under Him and you will start to cry. Definitely. And you will not stop also. You understand? It's unstoppable crying and it will go on and on. And this is what I did get when God did come to me. The first thing I did was crying. I was crying. And I thought, how is it possible? I'm not such a crybaby. And now I'm crying like a little child. And, well, that will not be the first time or the last time you will cry. You will cry a lot. In the way you walk with God, you will cry a lot. You will become like a crybaby of God. Definitely, folks. It's the first thing what did happen to me was crying. And I did not talk about this because, yeah, in some kind of way I feel that I'm embarrassed, I feel myself embarrassed if I talk about this. But the first thing you will do, like a big man, you will become like a child of God and you will start to cry like a child. And children cry easy. You get it? And this what really did happen with me when God did come to me. I started to cry. I did feel really sad. And then God comfort me. Because it is, when He come to you, you can do nothing else than this. You start to cry. You definitely will. So if God comes here in this world, you people will start to cry. Each and each one of you. All will start to cry. That's the feeling He will give you. You understand? And you cannot fight against that feeling. Because I did not want to cry, but I did fall on my knees like butter or something, wax. And I became very little and really started to cry. And I never almost did cry in my life because I am not a crybaby. Normally speaking, in the day I did not walk with God, I was a very hard person, and I did not care about much things. I was also very hard for myself. But I never did fight. But still I was a hard person. Definitely. People run away from me, scared. In that time they were scared. You know? And I did have this with many people, and I can do nothing about it. But I become a little child in God's hands, and I did start to cry. It was the feeling, and I could not fight against it. It was much more stronger than me. And where the tears did come from, I still don't know. But if I like, I can cry now. And sometimes I use this, then I start to cry, then I feel I will become empty again, folks. And then I can reload. You understand? So sometimes I use crying like you use singing to become empty and filled up again. I use this with crying. I cry and then I feel that I can take more. You understand? So I become empty and I'm ready to get filled up again. Till I'm filled up, I start to cry and everything, I take it away from me and I start again. This is how I circulate myself to keep myself clean and do not stupid things and all these kind of things, you know. Everything belongs to it. So I stay like very clean, and when I'm filled up with positivity, but I don't need it anymore, so I need new positivity. And positivity is my life, because positivity is my God. And he did make me cry many times, and I even did not want this. It goes automatically, you cry. That's it. You see him, you feel him, you know him, he touch you, you cry. Nothing more. You will do nothing more than that. You will start to cry. Definitely cry. Crying is the answer of God. To God. You understand? Crying. Crying in the things you're sorry, everything will come out. Directly. When God comes, this will start to happen with you. You will cry in the things you did and all these kind of things. And God told me, when he did come, he told me, why are you crying? And I told him, I did do so many things wrong. And he told me, if you did, I did not come. But I definitely know I did do things wrong. But God told me, what you did do wrong, I easily can forgive you. So in God's eyes, I did do nothing wrong. But in my own eyes, I feel I did do things wrong. with myself, to other people. I was hard, I did not care about marks and all these kind of things. And well, but God did tell me something else. He did not even understand why I started to cry. But it was because He did make me cry. Because that's the power of God, what did come into me, and tears coming out of nothing. And I'm not such a crybaby, normal speaking. And when I started to walk with God, I did cry a lot. The stories He did give me, I cry. When He did go, I cry. I saw Him cry, I cry. And all the stories, folks, is to cry about. And if I talk about these things, tears will start to come in my eyes. And I am not a person like that. But I can cry easily. Because that's just the way I am now. I am such a crybaby. Now I walk with God. I'm a crybaby. But I'm a baby of God. And I cry for you. I saw all the things, and I cry about it. And so I do have a reason also to cry. And it's my only reason to cry. Is in the things what I saw. I cry. So if you ever will come this far, like I am right now, you will start to cry. If God touches you, the first thing you do, folks, is crying. And you cannot run away for it, you cannot stop it. It is unstoppable. Crying will start. Out of nothing. And where the tears coming from, it comes from your eyes, and you really will become sad. And if you never did cry in your life, then this will be the first time you will cry. Are there people in this world who never did cry? No, it's not possible. Everybody did cry. But when you are with God, you cry a lot more than you ever will do in life. I'm definitely so. Because that's the first feeling I did get. I did get love, and I did start to cry like a little baby, like a little child. I cried. And that was not the only time. Because I did cry many times. And I can cry anytime. But God don't want me to cry. But sometimes I do. Because then I feel filled up, and then I will empty myself. This is where I still use the crying for. If I see people die now, I'm not crying anymore. But in the beginning, everything is new, folks, and I cry. God tell me something will happen and 5,000 people will die. God told me, I cry. I saw it and I cry. Then I know God is truly my Father. I cry. Then I know I speak the truth. I cry. You know, folks, you need to see it like channeling in God. I'm channeling in God. You understand? I'm in God's room. You will channel to the spiritual room. That's not God's room. I channel to God. The real God who did create everything. Not the God who thinks that he is God. You understand? So folks, if you meet God like I did, you need to be ready to cry. Because that's the first thing you ever will do. You will start to cry. Like a little baby, like a little child who did fall and who have pain and all that kind of things, you know. And you will cry a lot. You will cry your eyes out. And definitely people who do have reason to cry in what they did. And you know, folks, if I did cry a long time ago, because I did have pain or I did feel sorry or I was sad, you know, then I get tears in my eyes and I cry. And when it is done, it is done. But now, when I cry, I still feel the next day and the day after that I did cry. Because my eyes hurt like burning pain. It's like the day before, tears like glass that come out of my eyes. Or like little flames, you know. It hurts a lot. And then I'm done crying, then I tell my Father God, yeah, Father God, tomorrow I will feel the pain again. So that I will remember that I did cry yesterday. And I never did have this before. When I did cry, I was done. Next day, I don't have to remember that I did cry yesterday, because I don't feel it. But now, I do have also that kind of feeling. When I cry, it hurts. It is painful. You understand? And that is when you walk the way of God. You will understand the pain of your tears. But that's the first thing you will do. You meet God, you cry. You cry. And it doesn't matter who you are. But you will cry. And you will feel, like I told you, like a little crybaby. Like a little child. And that's the truth. So this is about crying. So this is a story about crying. And that's the really real story, what will happen when God comes to you. You cry. And you will feel embarrassing. Definitely men. For women cry more easy than men ever will. So folks, if you start crying and you don't know why, then a lovable person is on that moment with you. You understand? It's spiritual. So if you get this, you start crying and it comes out of nothing and you think, what am I doing? I'm crying. Why? You do not understand why? Then a person who loves you is with you on that moment. That's why you will start to cry. You do not see that person, but it is there. It is spiritual. And this is how I see the only way you can start to cry, or it is by God, or it is a person you love and you will start to cry and you don't know where it comes from. It got something to do with the spiritual power. Because when God did come to me, it did happen with me also. You understand? And when a person comes to you and it is not God, but also it's a person who long gone, and you start to cry, then you will understand this person you cannot see, but you can feel, and you will start to cry. And it comes from nothing. You do not understand why you start to cry. Then a lovable person is with you. Then I talk about spirit. To know the spirits, this is the only way, not with pictures and all that kind of shit. It's all lies, folks. It's all lies. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. It's not with pictures and all that kind of, and radios and scanners and all that kind of shit. It's not true at all. It's feelings, folks. You will know the spirit by feelings. You need to concentrate on your feelings only, your feelings. And you cannot see it, you only can feel it. So all these things you saw with ghost and spirit on pictures and all that kind of shit is not true. It's not true at all. You cannot see it. You only can feel it. It's spiritual, folks. Feelings are spiritual. So if you start to cry and you don't know why, because you are not attentive to, then know that someone is with you who is lovable, who sent you love. And that is the way I know, in a spiritual way, you can feel these things only like that. And not by pictures and all that kind of shit. All lies. They try to make you crazy. That's it. That's all. So if you start to cry and you don't know why, it comes from nothing, then some spiritual force is with you. And it loves you. It gives you real love. Then you will start to cry out of nothing. So this is how you will know spirits are with you. And if I did not know, folks, I will never tell you. But I know those things. And this is the only way you will understand the spirits who are with you. And that's the real thing. There is more after this. But it will not be the same like you know it. No more party on and all that kind of shit. That is finished, folks. That is finished. And if you are with God or not with God, the parties are finished. You will get a different lifestyle. And you will learn more fast than ever before. Because because there is where you get the 95%. For my Father God did block 95% in your mind. Like he did do with this world. He also did lock you up in this world. And he also did lock you up in your mind. Because he thought you don't have to know more than 5%. You can live with it. And it's true. You can live with it. But when you start to walk with God, you need more than 5%. Or you will not talk like I do now. Out of nothing. Yeah? No one did learn me how to speak and all this kind of thing. Here on earth. My only teacher who did learn me is my Father God. He's also my doctor. He is really my everything. So I am capable of things I never been capable of. Because my mind become open and more easy. So I start to think and I start to do it and I see it works. And I think, wow, I did never do this before in my life, but I wish I did. But I did not have the knowledge to understand how to do it. When God comes, you get this knowledge. It will open you up widely. And with the things what will come in, you almost will become crazy. It's too much input, too much info. So if you want to know that there are spirits, the most easy way is when you start to cry out of nothing and you don't know why you cry. Then this spirit is with you. This is how you can understand there is something and it will make you cry. Then a lovable spirit is with you. Now the other side. You become mad out of nothing. Then you know that a dark spirit is with you. You understand? So it's very easy to understand. When you suddenly become like angry and want to start to fight or want to start to kill or stab or whatever, a dark spirit is with you. You cannot see it, but the feeling is there. And spirit you will not see, but you will feel. I will go with you in any corner I can. And you can do two things. Take it or leave it. Your choice. Take it or leave it, people. Stay or go. If you go, then it is bye-bye. If you stay, then stay. Your decision. So one more time, you want to know spirits are there. If you start to cry out of nothing, or you will become mad out of nothing, it's the same thing. It's all crying, that's love, or you will become mad, it's bad. And not that bullshit with pictures and all that kind of shit. It's all bullshit, huh? It's not true. People who are channeling and scanneling and tarot cards and reading hands and all this bullshit is all witchcraft. It got everything to do with witches. Got really nothing to do with spiritual side to see, because you cannot see them, but you can feel them. So many times I saw this kind of bullshit, and I thought, that what they show, that is not true. That's not, that's what they show you and they put in your mind. And you will start to think that it is true. You know, people who run like very fast, you cannot even see it with your own eyes. It's all bullshit. It's all demonic. People who do tricks with you, like Mexicans or Mechanicans, how you call this bullshit guys, who play with cards and all that kind of shit. They play a trick on you. They do something you do not know. And for you it will be impossible. But if you see how it works, then you will say, oh, but that, I can do that also. I can do that also. Oh, it works like that. Oh. Are the real demons who channeling into people? Oh yes, and you better watch out. They are there. Definitely. And all these mechanicians, they all got something with it. If you see somewhere a tattoo with 666 or something else what is dirty, then these are these people who do this not alone. They do this with the thought of evil. And most of the times they will get help. And you will see unexplainable things. I explain you the spiritual role, the spirit of it. And it can make you crazy, folks. So you better watch out. So when you start to cry, out of nothing, then a lovable someone is with you on that moment, when you start to cry out of nothing. And when it is upside down, then there is someone bad with you. You understand? Then you become suddenly mad. And you also will understand. There is something with me, what makes me bad. But this will come like an explosion, folks. It will start without you even will not understand why you start to do this. It will be or good or bad. But that is spiritual. That are the two spiritual things I saw, and I did not see it in pictures and all that kind of shit. It's all lies. It's all not true. And when God comes, you will start to cry. Out of nothing. Because that's the love we do have. And you can do nothing more than that. Crying you will. Huh? If you smell him, you start to cry. That's just the way of God. I don't know any better. It's the first feeling I did get inside. It was crying. And a lot. And hard. Not crying like sniff, sniff, sniff. No, I did cry loud and hard. The whole street could hear me. For a few hours crying. Everything did come out. You understand? Because I did not know how to empty myself so that I can go on with my life. I did not know how to do this. So I was happy when God did come and started to touch me. Everything did come out. It took a few hours. I did cry long. And it was painful. My eyes did hurt like my two eyes did burn in hell or something. You know? Really painful. This is what will happen when God starts to touch you. And it will be the first thing you will remember. And it also will be the last thing you ever will remember. So it is the first thing and the last thing. And this got everything to do with crying. You also can cry in madness. That you are angry. you also can cry. So do you understand why I say that good and bad are next together? Love and hate lay next to each other. You understand? Love and hate are almost the same. It is next to each other. So you also can cry when you are mad or angry. Or hate someone so deeply that you cry. Love and hate are next together. They almost can give each other a hand, like that they will become friends of each other. You understand? This close it is. If I did not know, I will never tell you. But this also is the truth. Love and hate are next together. And you will make a close choice of these two. What will it be? Love or hate? Love or hate? It's up to you, folks. But love and hate, it is next to each other. And in this world, I saw it, it's more easy to hate than to love. That's why it lay next to each other. You understand? So when you hear love, hate, hate, love, you will understand the feeling. It doesn't matter how you mix it up. Love, hate, hate, love, or hate, love, hate. It's all the same. Hate is on the winning hand. So you will go not for love, but for hate. That's why English is the most dirtiest language there ever will be. You understand me? The English language is the most hateful language on earth. And this language is created to be against God on a very easy way. Come to Holland and listen to our language. And you will understand. because everything I say, there are many meanings. You can know them if you hear a different language than English. So I will say, come to Holland. And I will start to scream at God. And you will understand the English language who is against God, and the Dutch language or language from Holland what is not against God. Oh man, another shooting incident. Yeah, it always, and it always, they cannot behave. Huh? It's always stepping someone, murdering someone, raping someone, and well, that's the news. What is old news, right? Because yeah, we see it almost every day, all over the world. Ariana Grande. She do some business, huh? Tornado in Spain. In Spain. Tornado in Spain. I see a tornado in Spain, and yeah, folks, you will see it coming in countries you never thought it will come there. You understand? It's also something I definitely know because I saw it. So will it be. In Holland, we never did get this. But now it's time that they will get it. Understand? There are things I can explain, but difficult to understand and really unexplainable to the people who will not go for it. But I'm telling you the truth. It will come everywhere. Snow will fall in the desert. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's time, folks, for that kind of things to see. And you will see it like normal if you did hear it once, and then the next year you hear it again, then you will say, yeah, it's become a little bit normal now, because now this is the second time, and it's all happened more times, then it become normal, because it never did happen, you did not know, and now it happened, and you will be astonished, but the next time you hear it, you will think, yeah, I know it already, come on. Right? But the things what you will see happening, is not normal. It should never be that way. The same thing I see with the moon, that the moon say other things than the month, or the days. It should not happen, but it's happening. The world is changing, and you can see it with your own eyes if you are smart enough. So I see the moon coming together with the sun, and I think, I never did see this before in my life. I always did look at the moon, but the moon did come when it became dark, and the sun come when it become light. This is how it has to be. Not that the moon come together with the sun. Then you will understand there is something wrong. But I did see it many times, and I saw this when God did come to me. There was a lot I saw, and I did not see it when I did not walk with God, because I did not know. And perhaps I did not care also. But now I walk with God and I see these things, and then I think, oh, that is a problem. That is not good. That's not good. Snow in the desert? No, that is not good. That is not the meaning. That's not how it has to be. Storms, sinkholes, and all this kind, that is not how it has to be. That is not good. Mountains explode everywhere and will go on till the end. That is not good. That was not the meaning. It never was. Rain and floods is not the meaning. Understand, folks? So when you start to see this again, that there is something in the desert and you think, yeah, that is not good, then stay with this, because it do not fit. It is not good. It always will bring something terrible into this world. And you will see everything is changing. And this will be as above, so below. Everything is changing. And I warn you for these things. And I did warn you from the beginning. That everything will change. And will it be in your way or not in your way? That doesn't matter. It will be the way it goes. If you like it or not. But you will not like the way it goes. I am that far with you. You will remember things you never thought that you will remember this. It do not fit. You understand? And you will understand that it do not fit. And for many of you, I saw it will be like exit. It's done, folks. You are done. It's exit. You will become like zero. Understand? But keep your eyes open, folks, and watch how the world will change. You can see it by the moon, by the sun, and by the stars. You can see it in the weather. You can see it on places. And you are not stupid. You will understand that there is something going on and definitely go wrong. And that's where we're living. And I want to awake you in this. Because I saw it all. And you did see nothing yet. Because what I saw, all must come. It did not come yet. There are some kind of things, it comes. It did come. But the difficult things for you people to understand did not come yet. But it will come. Stronger than this. It must come. And everything will change. You all will get other lifestyles. You will live in fear. I saw you all living in fear. Scared. Afraid. Nervous. Because of the scary things you never saw in your life before. Your world will change. And it will not be the way you like it. Now to go back to the story of the beginning when God did come. Definitely is crying. Yeah, so people are in Spain and they are by the water and normally they see the sun shining, but this time there is a tornado, what they see. So what will happen? All the people run away. And this come in the middle of the summer. like you are on a beach, and in some kind of way, hail comes like big stones, and you need to go run fast away before you will hit by that stones. And these stones come like out of the air, like baseballs. Get it? Like I told you, the world is changing, and you will not like it. And maybe this tornado I saw just now, I don't know if this was Spain or Holland. That will be like magic, eh, folks? I'm talking about these things, and I see it for my eyes to happen. I did get it many times, so, for me it's not a problem that I will see those things happening. It's like I talk about it, it start to happen. For me it's the normal procedure way. You understand? Because I did get it so many times. And God told me, my son, the day you start to walk with me, don't look up strange in the things you will see. Everything is possible. Everything can happen. Don't fear. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. But know, the day you walk with me, everything becomes possible. So maybe this did happen somewhere in Holland. Because I saw a beach and I saw a tornado coming from the sea into the land. And the tornado was a size 2 or 3 or something. I think it was a size 2. So it's not that big, but strong enough to kill you. Definitely. It will kill you. Even if it is a size 1. You better start to run if you see those kind of things. Don't think, oh, that's just little, man, it will not hurt me. It will suck you away into the air, and that moment you die. Definitely. So don't think too easy, because it's definitely very powerful weather. It looked like nothing. But when it is there, you only thought that it was nothing. And when you are in there, you don't have to think anymore. That's the day you die. Then you will understand how terribly wrong you did look at that thing. But folks, I don't have to tell you, right? Or do I? But yeah, I'm here to warn you about everything. Everything. It's necessary. Even the little things can become very big and scary things. The little things you did not see, can become a scary big thing. And you only thought and saw it like, well, I don't have to be scared for that. A little dog who come to you, you will think, oh, it's a little dog. Yeah, he's mad, but he's just a little dog. I kick his ass and he's gone. But then he is in your throat. And you did not even know how he did go there. You understand? So a little thing can become a big thing because you did not see it come. It was such a little cute thing. But now he is hanging in your throat. And now, what are you doing? Nothing. Yeah, you take him away from your throat and your throat go open. Right? But you did not see it come. It was so little and so cute. And you thought, I can handle that. But this is also with something people see it come and they think, oh, well, this is not a problem. And then hailstones fall on your head. And you start to run for your life because you start to think, oh, wait a moment. It hurts. And people think many times in that kind of way. So I also warn you for the little things you thought. It's not a problem. Can become a very big problem. And it can start to take your life. This is how big the problem will become. And you did not see it that way. But you will understand it that way when you go that way. You understand? It's the last task you will have. But also your last chance. So 3 friends come by my door and they tell me, "Hey man, are you coming with us? We go demonstrate." And I tell them, you also better don't go. I don't go, but you also better don't go. It could be your last demonstration. And these people laugh at me. Come on man, come with us. No, if you like to go, you go. Then the next day, 2 friends come back. And I will say, where's that other friend? "No man, he did die yesterday." You understand what I mean, folks? It is not listening to good advice. So tomorrow you go demonstrate and tomorrow you die. Is it possible? Oh yes. Will it be you? That is possible. So don't look for danger if you don't want to be in it. It's easy. It's what my father did learn me. He told me, my son, if you don't want to be in danger, don't look for it. I told my father God, oh yeah, of course, I do understand. So now I tell the people this kind of thing. But do you understand? Do you understand the message I bring? And all the messages I bring. Do you understand? That you also need to watch out for the little things you thought. It is that little, it's no problem. I saw a big stone coming out of the air and a little stone. And I thought, I need to watch out for this big stone. But then I saw the little stone. And I thought, what will the little stone do next to this big stone? So the big stone fall down on earth and kill 100. And the little stone fall down on earth and it kill 1,000,000,000. But you thought about the big stone. But you saw it all wrong. It had come from a little corner. Little like it is. But bigger with an explosion in it than the big stone. So I want you to watch out for the little things. Can do have big problems with it. You understand? These are the little things. I saw two people fight. A big guy and a little. I was watching. And I thought, this big guy gonna kill that little guy. But then I saw the capability of the little guy. And then my thoughts start to change. And before I know it, this big guy did run for life for this little one. It's not always what the eye will see, or the eyes will see, you understand? Because they always look over the little things. No, oh, it's nothing. They look over it. But they do not know what it will do. They are already far away from this little thing. But this little thing still is doing things. And it comes back like a big thing. try to warn you also for the little things. It's very dangerous, little things. It's not only the big things you need to watch out for, it's also the little things to watch out for. And you better watch out for the little things, because these are the things you will not see. It's a sneaky thing, you understand? You don't see it. That's why the story about the little horn, you understand? The little horn will rule the whole world. The little horn. You thought it is so little, we can look over it. It's not a problem. But the little thing become like big. And you never saw it come. That's another example. But this is the truth in my example. This is the end of the story of the little thing I'm telling you. So I want you also to watch out for the things what is little. For you will not see it come. These are just warnings, folks. You can do something with it, or you just don't do nothing with it. That's up to you. You can keep it in mind, how he did say the little things we need to watch out for also. Yeah, you better watch out. You better watch out for the little things. It is creepy, it is little, and it's easy to not see it. I want you to see those things. These are just little things you did not see. But it's definitely there. And it will start to kill you in a way you never thought these little things can do this. You all will understand when this little horn is there. And the little horn is there. He's in front of you, folks. In the middle of America. He's there. This little one. You definitely need to watch out for. He's little. He's tiny. He's skinny. And he's little. And they will call him little. And when it is time, folks, you will become very scared in the things what is little. You will have everything to do with that little. Understand? Okay, folks, one more time. When God come to you, like He did come to me, the first thing I did do was crying. It was the very first thing I did do was crying, crying, crying. And I did cry a lot. I did cry everything out. That's the first thing you're gonna do. You will start to cry. And that's spiritual. So when a lovable one comes to you, you will start to cry. And it will start out of nothing. You will not understand why you cry. Then you will understand that there is a lovable with you. I want you to watch out for the little things you can see. Well, you almost not see, but it is there. Watch out for it. See it. See it come. Don't let him say, you never see it come. Be sure that you see everything. And when it comes, that you see it come. I want you to do this. See it come. Don't be surprised. Don't let it surprise you. That's the meaning you did not see it come. It's the same thing when God comes like a beggar, you will kick his ass. But you did not see it come. You did never know that you did kick God. You understand? Now help your people. It's time to help them. Go with men and start to talk like I do. And start now. Tell the people that you are there and that you are ready to help. So warn them. It will be a fantastic help. You will be the fantastic millions. I hope it will be, because now we do have 200. That is definitely not enough. For 7 billion people, 200 people who work for God is not enough, folks. We need many, 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 many more. So, start to talk like I do. Warn the people. Warn them, or blood will be on your hands.